The veil of mystery surrounding unsolved crimes often feels impenetrable, a thick fog clinging to the edges of reality, obscuring the truth and leaving families and communities stranded in a perpetual state of grief. The cold cases, those files relegated to the back shelves, whispered about in hushed tones, carry the weight of unanswered questions, the echoes of lost lives, and the enduring hope that one day, justice will prevail. In the ever-evolving landscape of true crime, where communities gather online to dissect the past, a simple question can ignite a firestorm of discussion. What cold case do you hope will be solved in the coming year? This open invitation, posed on a Reddit forum, becomes a catalyst, a portal to the forgotten, a place where the collective yearning for closure can manifest. And within the responses, a tapestry of human drama, tragedy, and enduring mystery unfolds. It's impossible to select a single case from the countless possibilities that populate the true crime community's imagination. Each one, in its own right, warrants a deep dive, a meticulous examination of the facts, the theories, and the human cost. But the very nature of this Reddit prompt highlights a fundamental truth. The victims of these unsolved crimes remain at the forefront of our collective consciousness. Their stories, though silenced in the moment of their deaths, continue to resonate. The unsolved cases represent a failure, not just of law enforcement, but of society's inherent need for justice. They are a persistent reminder of our shared vulnerability and the enduring power of hope. Let us begin with a hypothetical case, a framework upon which we can build a narrative, a tragic example of the complexities and the frustrations that define the world of cold cases. Picture a small, close-knit town nestled in the heart of the American Midwest, a place where everyone knows everyone, where doors are often left unlocked, and where the annual summer festival is the highlight of the year. The town's sense of security shattered on a warm July evening. The victim, let's call her Sarah, was a vibrant young woman, a talented artist with a contagious laugh. She worked as a waitress at the local diner, a place where she was known for her warm smile and the way she remembered everyone's coffee order. Sarah had dreams of escaping the small town and pursuing her art, but she was happy with the life she had. She was the beloved daughter of the town's retired schoolteacher, her mother, and the devoted girlfriend of Mark, a local mechanic known for his gentle nature. They had been together since high school, a couple everyone expected would eventually marry. The night of the crime was a typical summer evening. Sarah finished her shift at the diner, said goodbye to her coworkers, and set off to her car parked in the lot at the back. She was last seen by a fellow waitress, chatting amiably as she walked to her vehicle. Mark was working late that evening, so they had arranged to meet up later. That evening, Sarah never arrived. When Sarah failed to show up, Mark became frantic. He called her cell phone, but it went straight to voicemail. He drove around town, searching for her car. Hours later, he arrived at her parents' home, desperate for answers. Her parents, equally concerned, contacted the police. This was completely out of character for Sarah. As the hours ticked by, hope began to dwindle. Years passed, and the case was officially designated as a cold case. It was transferred to a specialized unit within the police department. Every so often, a detective would revisit the file, hoping to find a new lead, a fresh perspective, or a break in the case. The case was often discussed within the community, discussed among locals, who held on to a flicker of hope that the truth would eventually emerge. The years that followed were filled with frustration. DNA technology had advanced, promising new possibilities. Forensic investigators re-examined the evidence, hoping to uncover something previously missed. But the breakthroughs remained elusive. Any physical evidence that remained was retested, hoping that advancements in forensic science could shed new light on the crime scene. The internet, with its boundless reach, began to play a role. True crime podcasts and online forums devoted to cold cases began to bring the story back to the public's attention. People from all over the world became armchair detectives, poring over every detail, dissecting the evidence, and offering their theories. The digital age had a renewed effect on the case, and the hope of justice began to rise again. This renewed attention kept the memory of Sarah alive, and served as a powerful reminder of the unsolved crime. New leads emerged, tips were called in, but the information was not enough to establish new evidence. There was no definitive breakthrough. The impact of this unresolved for Sarah's family and Mark, the pain of loss has never fully subsided. They live with the daily burden of unanswered questions, the gnawing uncertainty, and the knowledge that the person responsible for Sarah's death remains free. They've experienced firsthand the impact of living in a permanent state of grief. The case has also left an indelible mark on the community. The town, forever changed by the events, holds on to the collective trauma. The local diner is still open, but the empty chair at Sarah's usual table is a constant reminder of her absence. Each year, on the anniversary of her disappearance, the community gathers to honor her memory, a ritual of remembrance, a demonstration of solidarity, and a shared longing for justice. The town's annual summer festival has also been affected. The psychological aspects of this cold case are profound. For Sarah's family and the community, the absence of closure has created a complex web of emotions: grief, anger, frustration, and the unrelenting hope that the truth will eventually surface. The passage of time has done little to ease the pain, but has instead created the opportunity for reflection. The pursuit of justice in cold cases is a testament to the enduring human need for answers. The hope that a case like Sarah's or any other unsolved crime will be solved is fueled by several factors: the advancements in forensic science, the persistence of law enforcement, the power of community, and the unwavering belief in the truth. In many cases, the involvement of citizen sleuths, through social media and online forums, can help generate new leads, raise public awareness, and put pressure on law enforcement to keep the case active. As the Reddit question suggests, the anticipation that these cold cases might be solved in a year or two, or even further down the line, is driven by a combination of hope and the unwavering need for justice for victims and their loved ones. The pursuit is not just about solving a crime. It's about healing, about providing closure, and about ensuring that the victims are not forgotten. It's about a fundamental belief that the truth, no matter how long it takes, will eventually come to light. The story of Sarah, and of countless others, underscores the importance of remembering the past. These cases represent unfinished chapters in our collective history, reminders of the darkness that exists in the world and of the importance of fighting for justice. While many factors make the solving of a cold case difficult, the persistence of hope is what keeps the spirit of true crime enthusiasts at the forefront of the pursuit. The answer to the Reddit prompt, "What cold case do you hope will be solved in 2025?" will be different for each individual. It's a question that speaks to the heart of true crime's enduring allure, the eternal search for the truth. While the details may differ, the underlying human drama remains the same. It is a story of loss, of resilience, and of the unwavering hope that even in the face of unimaginable tragedy, justice will ultimately be served. And the pursuit of this justice should be embraced and remembered, a constant reminder of the importance of seeking the truth.